Welcome and hello everybody. Today our lessons 3 in unit 2 by the name of the motion. So what is the motion and the concept of motion? Firstly, we will discuss the relative motion concept. What is the relative motion concept? But before we discuss the relative motion concept, we should get the definition or understand the definition of the motion. Motion, it is the change of an object position as time passes. Again, motion, it is a change in an object position as time passes. So, if the motion estimated to another object or a fixed point, so it is known as or called as relative motion. So if this motion is estimated to another object or a fixed point, so it is called as a relative motion. So the definition of the relative motion, it is a change in an object's position or direction. Again, the change in the object position or direction as the time passes, relative or in proportion to another object or a fixed point, which known as frame or a reference. So the frame of the or a reference, it is a fixed point or another object. This is the definition of the relative motion. There is some applications in our life which discuss the relative motion. If you are in a moving car and another car moving beside you in the same direction with the same speed, so the two cars in the same direction and the same speed, you will imagine that the two cars are stop moving without motion, as in this picture. But if your car moving with high speed beside a stopping car in the same direction, so you will imagine that the other car is go backward or move in the opposite direction as in this picture. But if you are in a stopping car and another car moves with high speed forward beside you, you will imagine that your car is moving back backward. Or if your car moves in the opposite direction to the another cars moving with low speed, so you will imagine that the car moves with this car with will move with high speed. So it is some applications to the relative motion in our life. Secondly, there is two types of the motion. Types of the motion. The motion of the object is divided into two types. Firstly, transitional motion. Secondly, periodic motion. So, the motion of the object is divided into two types, transitional motion or periodic motion. The transitional motion, the first types of motion, the transitional motion, it is a motion in which the object's position is changed relative to a fixed point or a fixed frame or reference from time to time between 2 points. First point is the initial point and the second point is the final point. The object will start from the initial point and with the final position or the final point. For examples, person motion, bicycle, or the train motion or the car motion. The second type of motion is the periodic motion. Periodic motion, it is the motion which is regularly repeated in equal period of time. So this motion is regularly repeated in equal periods of time. For example, a vibrating motion, in the simple pendulum or the circular motion, the fans of the arms of the fan when it turned on, or the wave motion when you throw a stone in water. If we explain or discuss or get more deeply in this type of the motion of the periodic motion, in the wave motion, the third type or the third division of the periodic motion, the wave motion or the wave causing wave motion are divided into two types: mechanical waves and electromagnetic waves. Firstly, mechanical waves are characterized by 3 points. Firstly, it produced due to the vibrating of the medium particles. Secondly, its speed or their speed is very low. Thirdly, they need medium such as a gas medium or a solid medium or a liquid medium to transfer through it. For example, sound waves and water waves. The sound waves need a gas medium to transfer through it, and the water waves need a liquid medium to transfer through it. Secondly, the electromagnetic motion. Electromagnetic motion are characterized by waves. Electromagnetic waves are characterized by it accom- combined with electromagnetic forces. Their speed is extremely high. They don't need medium to travel, such as the light waves, wireless waves, radio and television waves, X-ray, gamma rays, ultraviolet and infrared waves. There is a phenomena which is known as lightning and thunder. This phenomena, before raining, you see the lightning, before hearing thunder. Although the both are occur at the same time. Why? Because lightning flash transfer is from in a form of electromagnetic waves, but the thunder sound transfers in a form of mechanical waves, and the speed of electromagnetic waves is much greater than the mechanical waves. So there is two questions. The first question, give reason. We receive the sunlight and we don't hear the sound of solar explosions. Why? Because the sunlight is electromagnetic waves which can travel through space. But the sound of solar explosions is mechanical waves, and as we discussed or explained in the previous slide, mechanical waves cannot travel through space or vacuum. The second question, we see lightning before hearing thunder, although they occur at the same time because the light of lightning from electromagnetic waves, while sound of thunder is mechanical waves. And the speed, as we discussed, the speed of electromagnetic waves is much greater than the speed of the mechanical waves. So we can make a comparison between mechanical waves and electromagnetic waves as the mechanical waves characterized by produced from vibrating of the medium particles. Secondly, need medium to transfer through it. Thirdly, speed is very low. But the electromagnetic waves speed is very high and they spread in all mediums and in the free space. Thirdly, it accompanied by electromagnetic force. There is some technological applications of the waves. Firstly, Mechanical waves are used in ultrasonic waves. Ultrasonic waves are used in examining and caring sets for the human body using the sound waves, ultrasonic waves. Secondly, in the musical instrument, such as violin and guitar, pneumatic musical instruments such as flute, reed pipe, and the amplifiers and sets of distributing and controlling sound in broadcasting studio. These use the mechanical waves. And there is some technological applications of the electromagnetic waves, such as ultraviolet rays. It has the property to killing the microbes, so it's used to sterilize the surgical operation rooms in hospitals. Secondly, the X-ray waves, it's used in photographing bones for detecting the bone fractures and examining mineral raw in industry to show errors, pores, and cracks in these minerals, and studying the structure of the mineral crystals. Thirdly, the visible seen light, such as photographic cameras and television cameras, and the light show or the data show. The infrared rays, such as night vision apparatus, used by the modern military forces and remote sensing instrument to photograph the air surface using the satellite. Cooking food, because they rays have an heat effect such as in microwave, and making remote sets to control and start electric sets such as a TV and DVD and air conditioners. Finally, it used in the wireless waves. Thank you for listening this lesson. You are welcomed anytime to ask us about anything. Thank you.